So that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like to absolutely dominate a football game. What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back on the New York Giants post-game video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. Helps out the video more than you know. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about the New York Giants game and what we could do going forward. Perhaps let me know what you think about their performance. And, of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, why not hit the subscribe button? Make sure you ring the bell so you know when I go live for any Giants games or do any Giants videos. A lot of Giants content on this page. I always appreciate all you guys and girls watching. It's been a rough season for the New York Giants. There's no doubt about it. Tastes so good when we win. Oh, man, I don't even know where to start with today's game. It just feels good to win. There was a statistic that said this is the first time in 9 years that the Giants beat an opponent by more than 22 points at home. Everything was good today. We'll start with Daniel Jones. I mean, listen, no Barkley, no Kadarius Toney, no Kenny Golladay. Makeshift offensive line. We knew the offensive line was struggle. Jones took some hits early in the game. You can question a lot of things about Daniel Jones. You can question if he has the it factor. You can question some of his decision-making. You can question if he goes to his progressions enough. You can question a lot of things about Jones. And one thing you cannot question is that kid's toughness. Man, that kid is tough. But not only is he able to have a really good game, at quarterback today, he makes one of the most incredible catches ever. Everybody's going to be talking about that. We always had the bad memes about Daniel Jones with him falling on his face after the 80-yard run. That's a good meme. Daniel Beckham Jr., man. Daniel Beckham Jr. One-handed catch, gets hit, holds on to the ball. I said a receiver better not drop a pass the rest of the year. If Daniel Jones can make that catch, none of his receivers can make that catch. And none of his receivers should be dropping passes. I don't even know what I'm saying, man. I'm giddy, man. It feels good to win. The Giants don't do a lot of this, especially in blowout wins. But Daniel Jones was fantastic today. I mean, listen, a lot of people want to get on Jason Garrett. They want to say Garrett's a terrible play caller. I think he did a really good job with rolling pockets today, getting Daniel Jones out of the pocket. He rolled him out right a lot. They had a lot of success in that early in the game. Then they started rolling him out to the left in the second half, and they did. They had a lot of success rolling him out, and I think that was very smart of Jason Garrett to come up with that because, again, the offensive line was a massive question mark going into it, and, they got beat a lot. There was definitely some times that Jones had no chance, but, again, he picked himself up, he dusted himself off, and he came out there, and he carried the offense. There's no doubt about it. We had a really hard time running the ball until the very end there when Devontae Booker had the score. Just a great, I wouldn't say it's a great performance by the offense, but all things considered, I think Daniel Jones did as well as he could. I think he had a great game, and I think he made big plays. There was definitely a drive where we started off 3rd and 12. He rolled out to the right. Rudolph got beat on a block. The defender was right in Jones' face. He hesitated, made the defender hesitate. Then he threw a perfect sideline pass. I think it was to Darius Slayton who made a really good catch, getting both feet in bounds. We were able to continue the drive, went down, scored. That was huge. But Daniel Jones did a lot of that today, and he carried the offense again today. He was fantastic. The defense. I waited all year. Now listen, Carolina's offense sucks. Sam Darnold stinks. I have been saying Sam Darnold is trash since he was drafted. And Jets fans always go, oh, no, he's not bad, dog. He's not bad. Oh, he stinks. Jets fans, he stinks. Panthers fans, he stinks. The dude got benched with 12 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It was 12-3. That tells you what Matt Rule thought about him. And I swear Sam Darnold was behind Matt Rule all day because Sam Darnold stinks. You can see Matt Rule like this. Like, what's that stench? You're Sam Darnold. I know there's no Christian McCaffrey, and people can point to whatever they want, but the fact of the matter is this defense played at a different level today. The energy was great. The front four with Azeez Ojulari, and not just the front three, Azeez Ojulari, Lorenzo Carter, they all had big games. Dexter Lawrence played well. Leonard Williams played really well. Ojulari's a beast. Lorenzo Carter had a really good game. The Dogs showed up today. The Georgia Bulldogs are the #1 team in the country by far. They got the best defense in the country by far at the collegiate ranks, and Lorenzo Carter and Azeez Ojulari showed up today. It was great. But one thing I didn't mention this on the stream with Entertainment, and I want to mention now because I thought about it after the fact. Let me take another sip of the Victory Scotch. Oh, my God, it's so good. The first drive, Carolina has it 4th down and a long one from their own 36. They come out to go for it. Now, I'm thinking to myself, there is no way they're going for this. No way they're trying to draw them off. Oh, they went for it, and they got it. They got it, and they went down and they scored 3 points. They ended up with a drive. It was probably the best drive of the game, and they went out and they scored the only points of the game in that first drive. And I remember saying in the stream, that's disrespectful to the defense. I said, that shows you nobody fears this defense. Nobody cares about this defense. They feel like we can do whatever we want. We're going to go for it from our own 36 on the first drive of the game. I think that pissed the defense off. I really think that defense at that point did feel the disrespect and really stepped it up. I really think that maybe that's the type of spark that this defense needed to give them a kick in the ass and say, all right, enough is enough. Because after that, they destroyed the Panthers' offense. The Panthers couldn't do anything on offense outside of that drive. They did nothing. They did make a drive down the field. Sam Darnold threw a terrible pass. Bradbury intercepted it. But other than that, they didn't do anything. I really think that took the defense off. Maybe we'll be thanking Matt Rule at the end of the year for getting the defense in order. I didn't expect the Giants defense to be this dominant all season, but I definitely expected a better showing than they have showed. But today was really good, and maybe it's the first step forward in getting this defense better. Now, we have an incredibly tough opponent next week. We play the Kansas City Chiefs. I know they got rough-shotted today. Pat Mahomes got hurt. We don't know the status of Pat Mahomes. I would imagine he's going to play. Supposedly it's a head injury, but who knows? You never mess around with those things. Obviously, I don't know much about that. I just know he left the field with an injury. They were getting killed 27-3. The Chiefs' defense is not good. They have definitely not been the Kansas City Chiefs that we've known the last couple of years. They look vulnerable, but that doesn't mean much of anything for us. We have to go out and play with the same intensity and the same energy that we did. We have an extra day to enjoy this victory because we play on Monday night. Hopefully, Kadarius Toney can get back. Hopefully, Sterling Shepard can get back. Hopefully, these guys can get back and play. Obviously, there'll be no Andrew Thomas. Don't know Saquon Barkley. I would imagine he's not going to play. I don't think you want to hurry him back either. But, this is something for the Giants to build on. I said in Chris's stream, a part of my charm are my rants and my rage and my just full-out onslaught of going after the team when they play poorly. The fact of the matter is I don't like making those videos. I like to make these types of videos. You would really have to, people say I'm negative. That's okay. I normally am a glass half empty guy. That's just my personality. That's who I am, so I'm not going to change that. That is, I freely admit that I am definitely more of a pessimist than an optimist, but it's not because I don't want to be optimistic. I like doing these videos. I like being able to compliment my team, but you really have to be a pessimist. You really have to look for something bad. You really have to dig to find something bad today. Like I said, the offensive line did what it could. We knew it wasn't going to be good, so that's not something that we didn't expect from the offensive line. But, overall, I think this team was fantastic, especially on defense. And, it's good to see that they came back and they fought for Joe Judge because it did look like they kind of gave up at the end of that Rams game. And I can tell you this right now, Joe Judge is not going to have to look at the tape. There's no way that Joe Judge is going to say, Joe, how do you think your team played? He's not going to go, well, I got to go back and look at the tape. I guarantee you Joe Judge says, that's the way you play, man. That's what we want to see. Wanted to get our guys going right there. I like what Daniel Jones did right there and all this stuff. He ain't going to have to look at the tape because he knows that was a dominant performance. And this way he doesn't have to avoid the questions. This is something Joe Judge can be proud of. This is something that Patrick Graham can be proud of. This is something that Jason Garrett can be proud of. This is something that New York Giants fans can be proud of. I don't care about the opponent. I don't care that they didn't have McCaffrey out there. I don't care. A win is a win. As Giants fans, we know they're very tough to come by in the NFL. A lot of people did not pick the Giants to win this game. Vegas had Carolina as a 2.5-point favorite, and the Giants came out, and outside of that first drive where I swear to God, that really did piss that defense off, and I like it. Maybe that really fired them up when Matt Rule said, we got no respect for you. We're just going to run it on fourth down and a long one from 36 to start the game. It's not like they needed that fourth down. It's not like it was before the half. It's not like they were down by 7 points as time was expiring. They certainly didn't need to go for that. I felt like it was disrespectful, and I feel like the defense thought it was disrespectful, and they really stepped up, and they made Carolina pay for it. So it's a beautiful thing. I don't get to drink many of these this year. It's so delicious. The taste of victory is amazing. And hopefully we build on it and we go forward and find a way to win against Kansas City, who doesn't look like Kansas City, but we all know how formidable and how tough that team is, man. You're not defending back-to-back AFC champions for no reason. So Pat Mahomes or not, the Giants got to prepare for Pat Mahomes, and they've got to come up with a doozy of a game plan to try to contain that offense. You're never going to stop it completely. You're not going to do to Kansas City what you did to Carolina today, but you got to keep your offense in the game, and I do think that the offense can score points against Kansas City defense, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I'll be live for the Lakers tonight. If you want to swing by, 9:15, Lakers and Grizzlies, see if the Lakers can get their first win of the year. And, of course, tomorrow night, finally, we'll do a hangout Victory Monday. We'll talk about all the good things that the New York Giants did and hopefully all the good things that they do going forward. If I don't see you tonight, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Enjoy the Giants' victory. It was a thing of beauty. It's bad diggity dizzle. I'm out. Peace.